So this is Winchester against Shrewsbury. Winchester on the Berkshire side in the red, Shrewsbury in their blue. And this is going to be a tight race, so said Dan Pounds, coach of the Winchester crew. They're expecting this to be nip and tuck all the way. And so far, you have to say, his prediction is absolutely spot on.
Certainly is. Shrewsbury School, a great heritage of racing here at Henley. They've won 13 times over their club's history, which begins all the way in 1866, would you believe? So it's their 150th year. It's anniversary this year for the school. The crew's roughly the same weight-wise. Winchester don't have the advantage of the sevens are on, whereas they row on the Itchen navigation, quite a small piece of river. So the fact they're even here competing is superb, and they're growing really well. You can see all 8 in unison there to catch blades going into the water at the same time.
They were telling me that this stretch of water, you're absolutely right, is A, very narrow, but B, short, just a kilometre in length. So essentially it's fitness on the land, technique on the water. As you say, Shrewsbury have the benefit of the River Severn, a huge expanse. But nonetheless, this is very much a close race. If you look at their results so far this season, there's been little to choose. Little couple of places in the Schools Head and also in the National Schools Regatta. At the moment, Shrewsbury look as if they had the advantage so far, but Winchester have every confidence. They all came across as a together crew. They've been together since most of them since Junior 14, so they know what they're capable of. There's great trust between themselves, great confidence that they can strike back, but there's a bit of work to be done, I think.
It's a cracking shot, this one, with Shrewsbury on the left, and you can see Shrewsbury look more efficient. The way that the blades are all coming in together, the crew moving together. You see the bow of the boat is unchecked. It's a very smooth row. As you look at Winchester, a little bit more ragged. Purely down to their determination, by the looks of it, not to let Shrewsbury get a significant lead, and they're keeping them to under a length.
They also do training at Dorney once a week, and that training now, when they're doing long distance training, needs to come into play because Shrewsbury are a length up, and this hasn't really gone to the form book. Shrewsbury have surprised them. Winchester have to find something now.
The Shrewsbury have a point to prove. They had a very, in their eyes, a poor result at the School's Head, and since that, this crew have been building and building and building, and they want to show what they can do.
Coached by Athol Hundermark in his last year as the first H coach. Aaron Adele is also there assisting as well. They did win the B final at the National Schools from Abingdon, 9th overall, but that was still behind the big shots, as you might say, the likes of Westminster St Paul's, and behind Winchester. But here they have responded, and they can see where Winchester are. The Cox just takes a look.
There's a few cheeky little grins on the rower's face as well. You know, they know they're in control of this race now. You can see they're more relaxed. Really long, powerful strokes driving that boat forward. In a really efficient way. You know, it's the ultimate example of teamwork here. You know, 8 guys, the blades going in. The Cox is that 9th member, and by no means do they just steer the boat. The Cox is absolutely integral to the team performance.
As you look at, say, some of the Winchester crew, and again, everyone has a distinctive style. It may not be the prettiest, but it's effective. If it makes the boat go fast, that's the way.
Yeah.
But there are pained expressions, despite the urgings of Harry Peters, the Cox, one of the 2 18-year-olds in that crew. Shrewsbury are ahead and they're powering clear now. There's almost a length and a quarter as they come towards the enclosures.
They're not doing it in big bursts like some of the earlier races we saw, Jonathan. They're just edging slowly and slowly away. And it's just the efficiency of their stroke, really, and this picture really exemplifies that.
What in particular is interesting is we see the crews then, both the bows, how level or otherwise the boats are in the water as they make their way through.
And that's tricky because the water conditions aren't calm by any means. This bother is actually a little bit exposed. You've got a strong cross headwind blowing too. And they've been rowing for nearly 2 kilometres and they've got another couple hundred metres to go yet.
You can see how windy it is. Look at that green flag on the Berkshire bank.
And this is where the noise starts to build too, and this is why you come to Henley and race. You're so close to the enclosures. The course is 80 feet wide, but you're only 20 or 30 metres from where you can hear a baying crowd. and your family and friends have come to watch, and you want to do your absolute best. And both crews starting to row faster, take an extra couple of strokes a minute.
The RSSBC, Royal Shrewsbury School Boat Club, they're doing everything right and they're receiving huge applause. As you said, there is a great history and tradition of rowing on the River Severn down from the school site, and Shrewsbury are heading towards that finishing line ahead of their rivals Winchester this season, and they are going to win race 60, the Princess Elizabeth Challenge Cup. They will be rowing again later this week in Henley. They have won on Wednesday. They have done the job on Winchester. Winchester cannot believe it. Shrewsbury, 3 cheers. That is a job done, an improvement and lessons learned from the season.
Absolutely. That shot just sums up how this feels. I've been on the receiving end of both those. You win and you feel actually sublime, but then you see the Winchester crew on the left here. Oh, that feels dreadful.